Welcome, race fans, here tonight at the EARL Auto Racing League here with Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Hopefully, we're going to have a great race here tonight, as I am going to be accompanied here by Zach Hall and hopefully so to Ken Johnson as he comes along.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Doing pretty good tonight, and wow, I'm just getting in here. I'm looking at these guys running 13-second laps, so it's all gonna be a blur tonight.
Oh, most definitely, as these guys are going to be tackling, the world's fastest half-mile track, as known as Thunder Valley here, Zach. What do you expect out of this race here tonight with these open setups in the trucks?
Well, I expect to see a lot of close racing, multiple grooves of racing here. You're seeing the bottom work, so really to the top. I think the top will be the preferred groove because it's just the momentum up there is just so real key, and it's a little bit easier to hold someone off up there. But I think the bottom could come in at some point. We're looking at about a 72-degree track temp right now, so the track definitely has a lot of grip in it. I mean, I'm just these 13-second lap times around this half mile is mind blowing. That is so fast. So these guys really got these trucks tuned up and flying around this half mile.
Yeah, Shane Wood there put down a 13.8, like you said there, Zach, and like you said, that's faster than the Cup cars in real life.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney just broke the track record at Bristol at a 14:52 in real life. So, that's almost they're almost up to a second quicker. They're already in the sevens here in practice. I haven't seen nobody yet dip down into that during qualifying here. Of course, the track may be up from what they practiced at, but I mean that's very close times. If you look, in practice right here, you had four guys. Sorry about that, four guys. You had Jay in the 51, Shane in the 20, the 88 of Channing, and the 7 of Christopher M. Hill, all in the sevens. So that's very impressive and very quick.
What's that? Your mic just cut out there. All right. Well, Zach, as we all heard, his mic went. He was talking away, and all of a sudden it went away. So I don't know if it's me or.
But
oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So here, your mic went. It sounded like you went.
My internet. It's something Discord. Went red connection there for a sec. So sorry about that, everybody. I don't know where I left off at, but
that's all right. You're seeing
a very demanding racetrack here tonight, and very fast, and stuff happens fast. So these guys got to be watching out for accidents any moment, and you just got to keep your head on a swivel, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, we got Rodney out there. He's rooting on his sons out there. We got Daryl. We got Mark Walls on Facebook side. We got David Everly tuning in out there also. So much appreciate them all tuning in out there on the Facebook side. That's awesome as everybody's rolling in here and getting ready to pack this house here at the EARL. As they got about 4 minutes, well, a little under 4 minutes left to go here. As wow, that 88 now just jumped right up. Wow, what did he put down?
He put a 1376 down.
Wow,
which pretty much backs up his practice time of 75. So very close to what he ran there in practice, and the track has only dropped the temperature since we started. So I wouldn't base Shannon's lap off of really the timing of weather, but what a really quick lap there. Very, very impressive.
Huge lap. That's very impressive. The top three are very impressive right now there on lap times. How many cars trucks? Oh, we got Bobby Hamilton. He's in the 13.9s. How many we got in the 13s there, Zach?
We have 8 at the moment, all the way to Daryl Spear in the 32 here.
Wow.
And I believe we'll see some more if more of these guys go on and qualify.
Bring up
it's a track with a lot of speed right now. I mean, I can't say it's just a track. These guys definitely brought, great race trucks here and worked on their setups all weeks. And that's proven, it's going to be interesting because I believe nobody has taken Bad Company Racing off their pedestal. Really, they've been on since they got on this winning streak. So it'll be interesting to see if these guys can take it from them.
Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth, because I was going to say, do you think anybody has anything for Bad Company Racing? Because they've been on such a roll right now.
Yeah, I think people do have something for them this tonight because, you know, Bristol's one of them racetracks is very different from most racetracks we go to. So it's going to be very interesting, you know, type of race. It's hard to say, but you know, anything can happen in this race. These are races that, you know, the slowest car can win or the fastest car can win, because it really comes down to, I don't want to say luck sometimes, but Bristol, it definitely does come down to some luck in placing yourself in the right position. So it'll be close all night between these guys, and very, very interesting for sure.
Oh, most definitely. You know, anything, like you said, anything can happen here at Thunder Valley, Bristol, as we've seen in real life, on, you know, today on the track there with the real life guys. I mean, you could be running in the back, Zach, and the front leaders can get caught up into something, and before you know it, you're in the top 5, and you have a top 10 truck. You know you have a top 10 truck, but don't take much to get there. I mean, all of a sudden you're in the top 5, and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Yeah, now what do I do to try to win this thing?
Definitely. Well, you know, you asked me if anybody had anything for Bad Company Racing. Well, right now they're, I believe, do they have David Bradford this year too? So they have right now they're sitting on the board at 2nd with Shane Wood, 3rd with Jay in the 51, and then Will Jones in the 24 are sitting there 4th, and their other teammate David Bradford in 8th, and I believe David was our winner last week. So. Yeah, that's right, because he got his first win last week. So they've all got wins now here, and we'll be fighting to get another one.
Yeah, he's gonna try to make it back to back, but man, it's a tough task to do that. You know, it's very, very hard. But it also looks like we have a new driver out here tonight. It looks like it might be the first time he's been out here. And Solward, am I saying that right? Solward, the number 70.
Sawyer, I think. Sawyer.
Sawyer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I Sawyer. Well, it's pretty close.
Close enough.
That's enough to me. Yeah.
More practice, we'll get it.
Yeah. Well, you don't want me to practice. Well, no, you do want me to practice. Right?
Practice makes perfect, Robert. Okay.
Right. No, practice does not make perfect.
I want you to ask the winner of this race: did they practice?
Practice makes better.
That is a fact. Nobody can deny that.
So it looks like we're gonna have Channing putting it on the pole here tonight. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if you can if he ever gets on the track. There he goes. Do you want to bring him up here real quick?
Yeah, we can.
Because I know we got 2 laps until they go green. I do remember that. So let's see if we can get an interview with him.
Oh no, there he is. All right, put him in the waiting room first.
Right.
He's coming up.
Yeah, right. Bring him right on up here. Hey, Channing, Robert up here. You got a copy real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, congratulations, man. You put it on the pole. Truck looks very, very strong here for you tonight. Do you think you can hold these guys off?
We sure hope so. There's a lot of good trucks behind us. I think everybody's pretty even as far as speed goes. It's going to be hard to pass. Not a whole lot of gear left. Everybody's running out of gear getting in. I don't know how this is about to go down, but I think you're going to have to use a bump and run to get the win here tonight. And it could go one of 2 ways, because the track made a huge change between practice and now. There's a lot more grip now, but there wasn't. Hopefully the sun doesn't come out.
or it rains.
If the sun comes out right now, you're going to see a lot of people wrecking. It gets really loose with the 10-degree change.
10-4. Yeah, it does. Well, as you're getting ready to roll off here with this pace car, Freaky Fast would like to say congratulations on your pole win here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and we wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we talk to you in the victory lane here after the race here tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Y'all have a good one.
And you too, man. All right. Well, that's the pole sitter going to the back of the field.
And Christopher M. Hill here too. So on 7.
Okay. What happened there? Did they fail post inspection?
Very possible. It looks like, I believe someone in our chat here said that Channing and Travis are now on PPM. So they're now teammates. So Bobby Hamilton Jr., Christopher.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I got some signings going on here at the EARL.
Yeah.
So very interesting, very interesting. And I apologize for that noise with my phone. So apparently I gotta turn off the volume.
Yeah, I was gonna let you know here in a second that I can hear your vibrations.
Yeah, I'll let them get the green, and I'll that over. And
so it looks like this is gonna put Jay in the 51. Oh, look what's coming out right as the start of this race is about to come.
And he said no sunshine. Yeah, and well, here, hey, Channing, here's some sun.
Yeah, exactly what they didn't want. And I know exactly what it says. These swings here at these concrete racetracks can be huge. Really, any racetrack in iRacing with 10 degrees is very bipolar, and we'll see how it works out for these guys as the pace car pulls off.
All right, green. And green's out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Oh, damn, I say that all the time. Freaky, we're going freaking green. Oh,
we're going to retire the boogity.
Yeah, it's just a bad habit. But, man, we got 51 there. Zach got a great jump to 20. Got a good jump there. And then I'm not sure who's behind there as we'll wait for this.
Cameron Hagman there on the bottom of Will Jones in that 24, in that 55 machine there. He's going to try to slide up maybe in front of Bobby Hamilton Jr. here, but very interesting right now. Track up to 81 degrees, so this track is swinging to the freer side, I would say, for these guys, so they're going to have to watch for that. You know, Channing did make a very interesting statement there with the gearing. You know, if these guys running in the 13-second bracket, oh, is Cameron in having, oh no, that's going to take out Bradford.
Flag is out.
The 55 goes around.
Oh, I hear a whole bunch of going on back here.
Yep. A lot.
And that would be involved with, you said, the 55. Let's go back and watch the 55 and see what happens here on the Freaky Fast Instant Replay, ladies and gentlemen, as he's up underneath there, goes across the start-finish line. He's looking really good going into turn 1 here. He's got Bobby Hamilton on the outside. And he's going down into 3, as it looks like... And he just got loose. Oh, and oh man, and check up.
Yeah, wow. Everybody did a good job.
Whoa, who was that? The 84.
Yeah, Derek there came in. He came into the scene a little hot there in that 84, but he was able to get slowed down. Really, the 57. Oh, unfortunately, out in the freeze there, he took a hard hit on the front. 55 of Cameron Hagman. He's gonna have to definitely get some damage repair, but. You know, other than else stuff, David Bradford and a few guys with a little bit of rear end damage. David Bradford did take a little bit of suck. That will hurt him a little bit, but they can get that worked on. Fenders are not too much of a worry here at Bristol. It's one track that you definitely don't feel the effects as much, but it's still aero that does play an effect.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, we were just riding with the 84 there, and he did just get a little bit of a clip there, Zach, as he hit the brakes and went sideways, but. You know, a little bit of damage ain't gonna hurt. Puts character on the trucks.
Definitely. This is very interesting, Robert. The track is up to 86 degrees now from 72 from qualifying. So,
wow,
we're looking at about a 14-degree jump in temperature here. And man, like Chan said, these guys, it's gonna be interesting to see who had their truck well balanced for all of these conditions. You know, from my, you know, just messing around with setups and stuff and doing that. It always tends to with these partly cloudy races, or wow, they actually have mostly cloudy, so that could even be bigger swings. But with these cloudy races, the track tends to go through a lot of changes throughout. It can go from 100 degrees to the 72, so it can be up to 30 degrees. I've seen it change before, and that makes huge swings in your setup when you're fine tuning it for these temperatures. So you got to really play. Conservative with stuff like that.
I apologize. It was my boss calling.
Playing this little twinkle.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that I stream at night, so I'll have to send him a text. So give me 1 second, Zach. If you want to fill in these guys here, I'm going to hit my mute button. I really do got to take care of this quick, and I apologize to everybody out there.
10-4. Yeah, these it's gonna be interesting to see how this works out. It's up to 87 now, everybody out there. So we're up to a 15-degree jump. It's gonna be very interesting. That helps the gearing issue these guys out because the track is gonna slow down a little bit, so they're not gonna have as much of a problem with the gearing running out. But we're about, looks like we got the pace car lights going off. We're about to line up 2 by 2 as Jay in the 51 and Shane the 20 out there lead this field with their teammate Will Jones in the 24 there. Bobby Hamilton Jr. there on the outside also in that 25 machine. You got the 6 of Chris Worrell in 5th. Daryl Spear in that 32 Texas Pete machine. Jason Spears' brother there in 7th place. Tommy D'Angelo in 8th. Looks like the pace car's about to pull off here, guys, so we're about to go back to green.
All right, I'm back. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I got to send him a text, but green's out. Freaky green there, Zach.
Yeah, that was a great restart. Shane Wood did a great job on the outside there to get a great, really a good jump to get back in line with his teammates here. Bobby Hamilton Jr., though, in that 25. He wants to get in that 24 right now. He's all over the back bumper of Will Jones. As this track is very loose right now, 89-degree track temp. It's definitely something that's going to play a factor, you know, coming in here. Got pretty well spaced out. Really, the first battle, as I see it, was the 70 back here, Sawyer. He gets into the wall on the outside, on the inside. Justin Napier is going to take that position from him to get up in the 10th place there. Looks like the air for 84, Derek Burns might try to make a move here, but Derek is not on the lead lap. He is a lap down, so that won't count his position on that 70 is Sawyer, but lots of hard battling going on back here. As our pole setters up to 16th now. You have to get that EOL. He's following the 11 of Dennis Nickel here, who was battling with the 53 of Steve Murdoch for 13th and 14th.
All right. I apologize again, Zach. I always
got Bobby
Yellow.
Oh, sorry. Trying to do my stuff in the beginning of the race so I can sit down and finish talking and the race. But who was that? Who was involved in that one there, bud?
That was the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. Just looks like he just looped it in 1 and 2 there on the entry. I just got a little loose under braking, and but really I don't even know if these guys are using much brake really. Maybe under lifting, and unfortunately lost it. This track's up to 92 now, so 20-degree jump going.
Oh, wow, 20. Can you even adjust for that, Zach? I mean,
yeah, you definitely can, Robert. There's a few things you can do, but as you see, these clouds come back over, so it makes you very hesitant. As the track temp is most likely going to start to drop here, makes you hesitant to make adjustments, and that's why I was really explaining to everybody out there is you want to find a setup that has a good balance between, you know, it doesn't swing too far, and you can have setups like that. Definitely, you know, sometimes you just got to go with a good base and, you know, hope it plays to what temperature it likes. And sometimes you'll have different handling issues for different temperatures, but you just got to deal with it. And, you know, that's definitely the thing that threw in with this dynamic weather. You know, we usually just got a dynamic weather and, you know, it came in, oh, the track temp's, you know, 96. It stays like that for the rest of the race.
right.
No, sir. That thing will change all race long now, and you have to keep up with it. And making too much adjustments can hurt you because, like I said, we got up to 92 degrees. It's already starting to drop, so it's down to 91, and it's definitely got cloudy here at the racetrack here in Bristol, Tennessee. So they don't want to make too many adjustments, but you always keep some in your back pocket for sure. There's definitely things you can do to loosen, tighten these race cars up or race trucks. Just like I said, you don't want to go too far and then you get caught out in different weather conditions. You kind of try to find that base and start the race with it and then make slight adjustments. So,
well, what slight adjustments would you make here with this, with the, you know, the weather just like bipolar right now?
To free the, you know, really to free, or they're not wanting to get freed up because that my goal is would be to make it where we'd be too tight. When it's cold at least, so we know when the heat did come out, it would be pretty balanced, I guess you could say. and we could actually be really good in the hotter weather and not have to deal with the the wrecking loose you would feel if you're already on the edge at the colder temps. So these guys are looking probably to make some air pressure adjustments. You can make slide adjustments. You can put a half pound in the right front. It'll tighten you up a little bit. You can also put a half pound in the left rear. Messing with tire pressures is interesting on iRacing, especially with the tire model we have. So, you can also make wedge adjustments, the classic NASCAR adjustment. You also can take some tape off. Taking tape off the front of these noses will take downforce off the nose, which will cause less, downforce on the nose to make the car want to rotate more. And so it'll kind of balance the car out with the aero wise.
Right.
So there's multiple adjustments you can do. It's just, going too far can definitely hurt you. And we're down to 87 degrees now, so it's already dropped down 5 degrees. Cautions come out.
I would not want to be their crew chief right now. My brain would be going, man, I don't know what to tell you. Just take it easy until we get to the stage.
That's the thing, Robert. It's very easy to over adjust and make things complicated, but the Mercedes pace car's about to pull back in and see what these guys have got.
All right, well, we're going to get freaky green here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 20. As green's out. There they go, Zach. We also got stage racing going on, too, here tonight. As to let everybody know out there, there'll be a stage on 75 and 150, Zach, so...
Oh, 10-4. These guys do run a 50% fuel load. They'll be right on the edge. I think they'll be able to, especially with these cautions. The tires are probably not going to like 75 laps. This track does have a considerable amount of fall off, but not too much. So really, it's kind of a right front limited track unless you're a little bit too loose, which it can become a right rear issue. But I gotta say, these Bad Company racing trucks, man. They've looked good in pretty much all types of heat right now. As we're down to 85 degrees, Robert. It's continuing to drop 7 degrees since the caution came out. So it's definitely a moving target all the time here on iRacing, trying to get that setup built for that right temperature. And when you see partly cloudy or mostly cloudy as a setup builder, you just shake your head and say, "Oh gosh, this could be a long night."
Yeah, I can imagine. And I was just riding there as you were talking there, Zach. The 88, Channing. He's moved himself up to 6th place, and he gave his teammate Bobby Hamilton Jr. a little love tap going into the turn and said, "Beam me, coming through."
That's always something that you can use here is that chrome horn, as DW likes to say it. So, man, it may be a little too early for that, but you never know. Is Christopher M. Hill? He started 11th. He's up to 4th. Gotta give a shout out here to Quentin Murdoch in that 8. He started 21st. He's up to 6th. So I think he restarted 4th on his last restart. So he's lost 2 positions, but he's holding strong there in that 8 truck, doing a good job. As Shannon's trying to make that pass, but as you can see, the 88 running that bottom just doesn't have the drive off down there. Now he's gonna clear him. The 8's coming back, and Shannon's deciding to run that bottom though. That's that bottom. It can work if you have a really good working truck down there. Personally, I would prefer the bottom, but like I said, the top is definitely the plate nice packages. And look at Christopher M. Hill though. He went straight to the bottom when he got to these Bad Company racing guys. Oh, and Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Bobby Hamilton was the second victim of the caution because the caution came out before he did.
Oh, wow.
It looked like the 42 of Brandon was the first caution there, Zach. Well, not first caution.
Yeah, he lost it in the corner behind.
It was like a sequence swimming. They decided to wreck at the same time.
Synchronized spins.
Yeah, so we're watching 42 here get up underneath the 32. He's way down below, and that thing just right around. And
that's a case of a little too loose there.
Well, he tapped the wall on the inside, but really not damaged. But we go back to now. I don't know if we can go to the 25. Okay, we can go back and see if we can see what happened to the 25 as he's looking up. Well, he's running right behind the 8. The 88 running that low line. He's looking pretty good right now. Goes across start finish line going down into turn 1. Hamilton's exiting turn 2, going down the backstretch. Now he got up underneath the 8. He passes the 8. I might have went back. Oh, did the 8 take him out?
No, he just lost that.
Oh, it happened so fast here on my replay.
Happened so fast, yeah. Yeah, Bobby Hamilton was getting loose. I think the 8 just really ran up on him too fast and couldn't, get out of the way quick enough to not hit Bobby Hamilton there in the rear. So just one of them. Like I said, things happen so fast at Bristol. It's literally, you could blink your eye, you could close your eyes for a split second, and man, it's all over, literally. And it could be looking very good in front of you, but then all of a sudden it's just Bristol, as like we've seen in the real NASCAR race today. It's stuff just happens that is really out of your control, and a lot of times we see leaders get taken out in races like these where just you ain't got much place to go. It's pretty much a bowl, so. You're kind of stuck in what you got.
I said this track here, it's not a self-cleaning track when something happens. Normally when something happens, somebody else is going to be there with you. Yeah,
very right, Robert. And, the banking on these straightaways, too, there is a slight bit of banking, so everything tends to go to the low side. And then usually it hits that inside wall and bounces back up, so that's never good. In these corners, there's not a lot of place to run when there's issues on the racing surface. So definitely something these guys are gonna have to stay on their toes for all night is trying to keep the trucks clean. But looks like Steve Murdoch here in this 53 is gonna stay out.
Let's not forget to give a shout out to the league sponsor here, the Mug Root Beer. And believe it or not, guess what I got? You take a screenshot. I got a Mug Root Beer. I don't got ice cream, but I got a Mug Root Beer right here in my hand. So I'm enjoying a nice, especially up here on the East Coast. We're up into the 70s. Tomorrow's going to be 80 degrees. So we are hitting the springtime of the warmth, and it's time to get the air conditioners in.
That is for sure, Robert. It's almost that time around here in North Carolina, too. So as the pace car's going to pull off, Steve Murdoch's going to lose to the green.
All right, well, we're going to go freaky green as the 53 takes off, and he's going to get freaking green. Woo.
Looks like Bobby Hamilton Jr. may go a lap down there. Yeah, he's going to lose a lap, but it's only one. He can get that back, that's for sure. As Jay he's going to be quick on the new tires here to get by, and Christopher M. Hill does a good job of checking up as Steve Murdoch does get into the wall there at that right front. I think the 7 might be one to watch, Robert. Christopher he very much impressed me there as he ran up through the field. He was using that bottom to try to get by these bad company racing guys.
Yeah, I'm riding with him in the cockpit here, behind Shane there, and he looks very smooth. The truck sounds like he's got grip. And I noticed too, Zach, guys that are trying to run that low line, it seems to work for 2 to 3 laps, and then all of a sudden it kicks out on them, because basically all the yellows that happened were from guys trying to run that low line. So like you said at the beginning of the broadcast, this most recommendation is to run this top side where all the grip is, and the closer you can get it to the wall, the faster I think you'll be.
Yeah, and the reason why we're really seeing these spins down there is you got more wheel in the car down there. So the car is more bound up, as I would like to say, and it comes out, you come out of that corner with all that banking, and it flattens out, not to certainly a flat racetrack, but it does flatten out to the straightaway, and all that wheel in it, you have to unwind it, and that truck sometimes will get a little free, and that can equate to some issues for sure.
Well, Justin Napier just put down the fastest lap 2 laps ago with a 14.1, so he's showing some speed right now back here in 7th position in that 56. But I'm looking at Tommy up here. Don't talk much about it. Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh, it's Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Oh, he is struggling here at Bristol here tonight.
Yeah, just a similar case to what happened to him earlier in the race from his self-spin. He just had a little issue there through 1 and 2, and I was 3 and 4. Sorry about that. And yeah, just came around on him. Unfortunately, there for Bobby Hamilton Jr. Looks like Derek Runs in the 84 is going to get some damage at 13. Yeah, 13 of William Nickel Gonna take a lot of damage there. 13
Wow.
is hurt.
Yeah, watch it. Oh, that thing just snapped around. Oh, there goes the 84. Oh, he just smashed the wall. Wow, and now you can see Bobby Hamilton there on the replay, Zach. He was moving his wheel back left and right, like it's acting like something's not right. Something feels like it's broke.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Bobby Hamilton. He was a lap down there, and that's going to actually give the wave around to. Well, I don't know if anybody will get the lucky dog actually, because I think they're both involved in the wreck. So at some point somebody will, but maybe more than one lap down. But looks like we did have a few takers on pit road. It's like Shannon Ballou. And going back to the Justin Napier's statement, Robert, if I can remember correctly, our last Bristol race, this man ran very, very well at this track, so this may be one of his favorites.
Yeah, we were here before, weren't we? But not in the trucks.
We've been to Bristol here in the Cup, and
okay.
I'm very positive he ran pretty well in that machine, so maybe this is one of his favorite tracks, and this is a place that he can definitely lay down some good lap times. As he said, he put down the fastest lap, so. But this Bad Company Racing team holds a clamp on the top 1, 2, 3 here. Is teammate David Bradford. Oh man, he's 12 laps down, so David Bradford did have more issues. It does look like he has a pretty clean truck now. Left front's a little beat up on that 46, but not too bad.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to do something here.
Oh, no, fine, Robert.
Gotta run the scenes behind the scenes here at the same time as I'm trying to help Zach Hall here take care of this race. So I do apologize as I'm trying to take care of the fan base out there.
Yeah, like you were saying before, we got to give Tommy D'Angelo a shout out in the 3.
Yeah.
He's started 14th up to 5th tonight. Very good run for him going so far in the first 50 laps, opening 50 laps here.
And we soon here are gonna have a stage too.
Yep.
What stage did I say?
75.
Yeah, I thought so. So about 25 laps to the stage too, and the top drivers of top 10 drivers get a stage. So we'll have to see if they decide we're gonna beat and bang for that stage, or they're gonna take it easy, which I would recommend taking it easy. But what do I know?
Well. You never know. These are things we will have to see, as we've seen brothers almost go to beat and banging in a real life NASCAR race. Maybe some teammates will get to beat and banging here for a stage win.
Oh, I definitely love that comment from the one. I would have wrecked them.
Green flag, green flag.
Green's out.
Yeah,
the
green's
51
out.
takes off.
All right, that 51 definitely gets good there. Don't forget about Chris back there in that 6. Yeah, Chris Worrell back there. What a character that guy is.
Yeah, he made the pass there on Tommy D'Angelo to move himself up in the 5th place here. And he's definitely, I noticed he's a short track guy. He likes Martinsville, and I think he might like Bristol too. So we'll have to see how he can finish this race tonight. But I'm definitely interested to see what the 7 truck can do. He impressed me very much throughout one of those runs. He looked like he had a pretty strong race truck there on the bottom. Man, 77 degrees now, Robert. So,
wow.
We
got smoke. Somebody's motor left go was running too much tape. Oh, damage.
Yeah, that's damage, definitely. That's Sawyer 70 there.
Man, oh man. That's a shame that the motor is expired on him here tonight at the EARL. That's a shame, but whoa, look at the 88 just put down a 14 flat there, Zach. So, as you said, the track temperature dropped and the speeds are going up.
Yeah, I'm monitoring this truck, see if he can get in the pit road area. He does turn down pit road. Okay. I was wondering for a second, so we were gonna bring it down there. I wasn't sure. He didn't look like he had very much commitment to it, but wow, look at the 6 got by the 7 there. He's up to 4th, so Chris moving up to 4th. Got Tommy D'Angelo battling back here with Justin Napier there in the 56 who did pit. So I believe he's the first guy on 4 tires here. That 56 looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I'm riding with the 56 here as 88's going to try to work his way as he, wow, what a move the 88 just did back there on that 8. Just went right in between the middle of the 11 and the 8 of Dennis there and just whoop, right around.
That's for sure, Robert. Shannon's looking pretty strong. I mean, he started on the pole and had the EOL, so I haven't really got to see what this truck can do up front with clear traffic, but he's going to look to take this 7th position here from Tommy D'Angelo in this 3.
Yeah, he's got, and it's hooking up really on the low line now. Now that the temperature's dropped, I think there's more grip on the low line there, Zach. So I think these guys adjusted for it, and the temperature dropped. So that's going to play good dividends for some of these drivers.
That's for sure. As we look back here, battle for 4th with the 7 of Chris Hill. He's going to make that pass on the bottom. Looks like Justin Napier might try to follow in 3 and 4, get back to Chris Wool in that 6. Move himself up into the top 5. Can't do it yet, but still fighting hard there below the 6 of Chris. This is why I love Bristol, Robert, right here. It's got good old-fashioned racing. You can go, if you got a fast truck, you can go where you want to. You ain't really held back having to follow in line. As look at Channing with that dive down there on the bottom. He's gonna clear Justin Napier there. Almost didn't. He'll do it right here though. Yeah, he does that. See, that's how you got to enter the bottom. That's beautiful. That 88 really making the bottom work.
Yeah,
he's gonna try to attack Chris Wool on that 6 now.
That truck is hooked up. I mean, he is just hooked up right now.
Yeah, he's definitely got it working. He's making that bottom work. But you see Chris Wool at the top. That momentum is so strong, and look, see, that's the thing, though.
That's the thing. He does,
yellow,
and he saves it.
Ooh. Very minimal damage there from there on the right rear. Looks like Justin Napier may have got some in the door, but nothing bad. So everybody comes out of there safe and sound, but we're getting closer to a stage end here.
Yeah, well, we caught that live like we always do as we were riding and watching him, but what happened there, Zach? What basically happened going into that turn? Just too much brake or not too much rear brake?
Well, it looked like he just got in there a little hot. If you get in there a little hot, sometimes you run in a lot of rear brake to help these trucks rotate through the center and entry. Wow, is Shane's gonna pit? Well, oh no, he decides to come back out. Wow, okay. Looks like everybody except for Bad Company Racing is gonna pit here. This will be a very interesting restart here.
As the 84 gets to wave around, that might put him back on the lead lap, maybe? Well, he's still 1 lap down, but he got 1 of his laps back, and Channing's gonna, unfortunately, if that self-spins, that's gonna knock him a lap down, so that's plenty of time to bounce back, as we're getting ready for a stage here to be completed, so it should be very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. He'll just have to battle between his teammate there, since Channing is now joining PPM, Precision Performance Motorsports. Looks like he's going to have to battle his teammate Derek Runge there now for that lucky dog position.
Well, he's got the truck to do it, so
yeah, he's looked very strong in that 88. So it'll be interesting to see who can get that lucky dog, because we're going to have a caution here for sure. It's lap 75, so that's something you definitely can plan for. I'm just interested to see how this plays out for the Bad Company Racing guys here, because you got Christopher Hill in that 7 there, Chris Wool in the 6, the 56 Justin Napier, 3 of Tommy D'Angelo, and pretty much from there on back, all having fresh tires. So this is definitely a turning point of this race if we can see one.
yeah, so it's going to be like a 5-lap shootout, I believe, until the stage, looking like.
I believe so, Robert. If the pace lights go this time, we will have a 5-lap battle.
Yeah, we'll find out if that official pace car there of iRacing and officials say, okay, guys, we're going to go green this time by. We'll have a 5-lap shootout. Well, yeah,
Yes,
We're going to have a 5-lap shootout here as we got 1 to green presented by Freaky Fast, as we are proud to present these guys here. And also, before we go back green, Beat a Match, proud sponsor of Freaky Fast. Make sure you check out Beat a Match for help people with cancer, leukemia, bone marrow, stuff like that. Just go check their website out, watch their videos, check them out on YouTube. Great stories. But all right, well, Zach, we're gonna get ready to get really freaky here as green's out.
Yeah, the teammates did a good job of timing that restart together, all rolling so they can all get clear of these new tire guys, because I think the new tires are going to be coming, and they know that, so they're going to try to form a wall here maybe and pull these guys off. If they're 2x2 right there, it's going to be hard to pass them. So the 6 of Chris Wool's going to go to the bottom. He's going to think different of going 3 wide there. Good decision probably. But you can see these guys on 4 tires are really stacking this field up. As the 7, there he goes. 7 of Christopher Hill, making the dive to the bottom. But look at those new tires, Robert.
Wow, it's like Superman. Holy mackerel.
That's for sure. He is there all over the back of the 51. Oh, man, he's got to do something quick, though. There's coming to 2 to go here. He's making that bottom work. Wow. And we're going to have a caution, it looks like.
And
he's got to make that thing stick.
And yells out, and wow, Christopher M. Hill will win the stage. What a huge drive, Zach. I mean, tires are actually, wow. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, this little racetrack here, new tires can definitely help. And wow, Justin Napier, what a drive from him too there to get up to the 3rd. So got Chris Worrell there and up to 4th because of that too. Or up to 5th there.
Well, I think these guys just learned something for the end of the race. Get tires.
That is for sure, Robert. Be interesting to see. Okay, they're taking 4. I didn't know if these guys that just came in maybe would take 2. And iRacing, that does tend to free you up, so I don't know if they want to be too much freer. But the track is the 76 degrees, so we're not on a super hot racetrack right now, so I think a lot of these guys' balances are pretty decent.
Yeah, we got somebody out there on the Facebook side rooting on the 24 there of Will Jones. So thank you for tuning in here at Freaky Fest. We much appreciate it, but we're going to quick run a commercial. Got to pay the bills, so we'll be right back after this quick word from Beat a Match.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be an old person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after a quick word from Beat a Match. We much appreciate them coming aboard all season with Freaky Fast. Proud supporters, and we're happy to support them. But Good old Zach out there. I see you're watching on Facebook now, but also Angie Jones. That's her brother. So that's cool. Sister's watching you go around here, Will. So let's put her in victory lane for her. How's that sound?
Yeah, Will Jones is always a strong contender here out there also. Would not put it past Will to put that 24 in back in victory lane like we've seen before this season. So it'll be interesting though to see as it shook up the field a little bit here. You got Christopher M. Hill. They kind of split up these backcountry racing guys here. So we're gonna go back to green as this pace car looks to pull in.
Yeah, he's definitely got a fast truck here tonight. As
Green
bam,
flag, green
he
flag,
is
green
gone,
flag.
ladies and gentlemen. He didn't waste no time. He got cleared by 2 car lengths on everybody.
Yeah, he did, Robert. Look at Shane Wood, though, in that 20. He's going to make a pass on his teammate, Jay, who's been our leader for most of this race. Shane Wood moving up into the lead. Or, wow, second.
I'm just shocked that some of these drivers are running that low line. I mean, I know you said it's coming in. I'm not seeing too much rubber being laid down here tonight at this track. It's just shocking to see these trucks being down there. But again, it's a big difference when guys run open setups to fixed setups. You can build your setup to run down there. So
that's exactly right, Robert. Definitely can find the balance to make your truck better down there. Just from a recent past here, usually that top line has wore the tires out more. Which you wouldn't think it would, but it tends to, because I think you carry a little more center of speed there and just a little more load in those tires overall, and that creates an issue here. And but I tell you what, ain't an issue for Christopher right now. That's 7. He is rolling. He's using that very top line and having that cut down on exit to get that big run off the top of the hill and get the straightest exit possible. He's using it to his advantage right now, that clean air.
Well, he's more using a clean air advantage. Basically, within 3 laps, he's put down the fastest lap twice. So he's on a roll right now. His best is a 14.063.
Well, he ran a 14.011 in qualifying, so he's almost back to his qualifying paces. We got a caution here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just about ready to go talk to Jason here. Well, not talk to him, but talk a little bit about him there and his Western Auto Parts. Good old DW truck there, or paint scheme. That DW is the master of Bristol. But who was that involved on there? If we
That was the 42 of Brandon Puffmarker. It looks like similar to what he had early in the race. Just getting loose in that center, just right on entry there, turning into that bottom. And that's the thing, to make these trucks turn well, you got to have them loose on entry.
Oh,
to get down there.
And the 53 had nowhere to go, and he's on circumstance. Looks like his night's gonna be done.
Yeah, Steve Murdoch is. Looks like his truck is gonna have too much damage here. Unfortunately, just got in the wrong place at the wrong time there. And like I said, Bristol, stuff happens so fast. It's just one of them racetracks that you can't really get out the way sometimes. I believe that's going to give Chan Blue the lucky dog, though. So,
yeah,
pole setter back on the lead lap.
To answer the question out there, the Team NHL there on the YouTube side, yes, the 84 was involved into a wreck earlier. Wasn't too bad, and then he was involved into another wreck, which was really not too bad either. So, but it kind of put him behind the 8 ball here tonight at the EARL at Bristol Motor Speedway. But he has bounced back, and he's gonna work his way up through the field, or try to. And we also have somebody out there for the HLC teammates of Thomas there, Zach, on Facebook. So we got fans still piling in here. This is awesome. Bring them on in, baby. Let's start singing a song.
I better start talking then.
No, maybe I need to sing a song for Channing. You are my sunshine, my only, and then he'll get mad because the sun comes out.
Yeah, well, the sun's definitely not out right now. It's a 74-degree track temp, so it's cooling off still. About 2 degrees hotter than what we qualified at, but I can tell you it's not 92 anymore. So 18 degrees is a huge difference. The racetrack, it's almost mind blowing. How much 10, 15 degrees on a track can change the level of grip on these racetracks and speed.
Yeah.
So it's always different. Every lap, you could enter the corner one time too much, and because it's just too hot, and you're going to lose it. And then later in the race, you can be like, well, I underdrove that because, well, that's cold now.
Yeah, and I noticed too when the track temperature got up, of course, it makes the track slick, and it, you fight a loose truck when the temperature goes up, and that's in any car that you race. That's just the way it is. But I did notice, and I'm not sure if you're noticing this, Zach, but the temperature's dropping down. All these trucks just seems like the setups were built for cooler weather because they seem very stable and they're not fighting, and they got great racing going on here at Bristol.
Yeah, these guys got some pretty nice trucks riding around here. It's going to be interesting to see Christopher Hill leads us back to this green flag, Robert, and he's got that Bad Company Racing team right there hot on his heels. Let's see what he can do.
All right, well, green's out, bing, bing, bang, yabba dabba doo, and off he goes, number 7. And to answer your question, yeah, Ed wishes out the track last night at Racing Freaks was this cool because we had a hot track last night at Racing Freaks. The track temperature got up to 126 degrees last night, Zach. It was crazy.
Yeah, I heard, and I was very jealous of you guys. But definitely, Hurley had a good race last night. It's awesome, and they're having another great Bristol race here, of course, and at the 56 back here of Justin Napier battling with Jason Spear. I haven't talked much about Jason Spear. He started 12th tonight. I think Jason Spear might be doing the whole hide at Bristol act where he doesn't want to get involved in too many of these wrecks, and he just wants to be there at the end of this race to have a chance to win.
Well, he's definitely showing a strong truck. He's sitting back. Well, Mark just got past him. Oh, we see some smoke out of somebody.
I believe that was from Stone Blinken.
Oh, Blinken? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It looks like the 5 is smoking down on the low line there, Zach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you watch him go around, go to the 5, because it looked like he was blowing, like he was starting to overheat a little bit. I could be wrong. Maybe he did blink, but I seen it twice there. See, as we'll watch him here go down into the turn. He runs it down. No, I guess it was blinking a little bit. I guess it looked like he had like a tire rub smoke going or something.
Possibly could have been maybe on entry. He got a little loose and just slid the tires a little bit. Sometimes.
Oh, Chris, we just seen. Ah.
Whoa.
Chris, what are you doing, brother? Keep the car straight.
Oh, and Quentin Murdoch in the 8. Whoa, look how close that was, Robert, on the replay. Oh, my man. You might want to ride with Quentin on that one.
All right, we'll go into the cockpit here with Quentin in the 8 here. As he's coming out of turn 4, bringing her down to turn 1. He's got Chris right in front of him, and you can see Chris getting a little loose there. It's okay, going down into turn 3. And right here it is, and he spins, and he spins. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy mackerel. Wow. He, great racing there, Zach. I mean, he, good reflex, Quentin. Oh,
that's very right. That was quick reflexes from the young men of Quentin Murdoch there. Definitely a great reaction time to be able to take that 8 from driving dead head on head with Chris, and I'm sure Chris liked that too. He's probably very thankful of Quentin's quick reactions because that could have ended up bad for both those guys right there.
Yes, Chuck. All right, well, we got good old Chuck out here tonight, Zach, and thank you for tuning in. He said, wow, nice miss. He's on the YouTube side, but I just noticed something, and Channing brought this up to me last week, and I was like, well, it's not us, but you notice he's running a custom number?
It looks like it, I guess.
Yeah, he's got his 88 green is backwards, and then he's got another
It's
number.
over top the other number.
Right, but the other number's facing forward. Huh. Hey, I didn't realize the league allows to run custom numbers now, and that's the first we've seen that there here in iRacing, actually here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Okay. All right, well,
I see it now, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll give my personal opinion. I don't like it. Nothing against you, Cheney. I just don't like the custom number deal that iRacing's given us. I don't agree with it. If they're gonna give it to you, well, then take the numbers off the paint so it doesn't overlap. You know what I mean? Which you can, I guess.
Yeah, that is an option. But you know, there's been some updates to that stuff, and I haven't stayed up to date with it. I usually don't tend to worry about my number too much because I think I got my number on my car the way I like it. So definitely interesting.
You run the 24. Your number's not right.
Yeah, it's bad luck. That's what it is. I ain't got. If I had luck, I wouldn't. Or I can't call it bad luck. I just don't have luck. That's what it is.
You don't have luck with the build is what it is. It hasn't fell in your hand yet. Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, trying to stay out of them wrecks too. That's I think a lot of these guys here tonight. You know, that's when you come to Bristol, you fight staying out of wrecks, and that's been one of my issues lately. So if I can clean that up, like these guys are keeping it clean out here, and maybe I can learn from these guys, as we've seen some great misses and avoidances of near collisions. So, you know, maybe I'll learn a few things from this. That's why I do it. So, this pace car looks like it's about to pull in. Chan's going to lead us here as he stayed out.
All right, well, pace car's in, and we're going to get ready, and we're going to do the big bang, boom, bam, bam, and off he goes.
Robert changes it up on me every time. I have to chuckle, so I run that.
Oh, we're just having some fun here at the EARL.
That's right. It's all about fun. Just like these guys out here, we're having a great time, too, up here commentating. So, look at Shane Wood, though, on that bottom. Trying to make that bottom work on that 7. Christopher's not going to give up on that top, though. He's going to keep hard charging that top line as his teammate out there. New teammates we once had. That 88 looking really strong, these two trucks. They want to beat that Bad Company Racing team. You know that for a fact. Those guys have really put on great performances each week, and to have the two Precision Performance Motorsports trucks out there leading this race, you know they gotta have a smile on their face right now. But it ain't over yet, so long way to go. Still over 100. Still wow. About 150 laps.
What is the track temperature right now, Zach? Because these guys are just plowing and making, not plowing, but just fast lap after fast lap. We had the 88 put a fast lap down, Will Jones, and now Christopher just beat the fast lap, and they're almost in the 13-second bracket. And, well, Shane Wood just put down a 13.996.
Wow. Yeah, the track right now is 77 degrees, so it's not the coldest we've seen so far, but these guys are just picking up the pace. I mean, air temperature will not change due to the weather being constant here, so we ain't got to worry about air temperature.
Well, then that crew chief did some good adjustments on their trucks and made them stronger, because these guys are just they're showing the world's fastest half mile how fast they can go, because we just had somebody take over the lead as Christopher's going to take over the lead. And
right in front of a lap car.
And that's good for Channing there in the 88, because he was 24 laps on his tires, so he had like about 10, 12, 13, about 13 laps difference on his tires. Yeah. But he
did a good job.
Yeah,
that car should be on the 6 of Chris there. He looks like he looped it.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with that guy. Supposed to keep it straight there, buddy. Homie. Remember how you called us homie?
No, you called me playa.
Oh, playa. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to write that down there, Chris. Gotta Gotta keep it straight there, player.
Can I get a soundboard of that? Can we all please get that on our own personal soundboard, Robert, saying that? That'd be great.
Yeah, we can.
All right, well, I'm going to talk to Robert after this race. I'm going to get him to record that and send it to me so I can start playing that with my friends, just messing with them.
Keep it straight, player.
Looks like
man,
we did have a few takers on pit road, Robert. Looks like the 51 of Jay here, Justin Napier, Mark Truxell, the 8 Quentin Murdoch. So a few takers here on pit road, deciding to come down and get them 4 fresh ones. Shannon Ballou staying out though to keep that track position. He's on older tires than these guys, but track position is very, very important to these racetracks. Really, you know, when you got to worry about tires is when they get to you. That's a statement I like to say, at least these tracks.
yeah.
If you can't see them, then don't worry about them right now because they got a lot to go through. So
my only worriment about that 88 there, Zach, would be that if you do get a long green flag run, them tires will not hold up as we've seen before. These guys will be able to eventually work their way around them. Tires are just so key here tonight.
Yeah, that's very true, Robert. And also, remember, we also do have a stage coming at 150. So looking at that, you know, it's nearing well, we're past the 30 laps to go on that, so he doesn't have to go too much longer. And what I've already seen out of the truck, it's not, he is definitely a little bit slower due to them tires, but he's doing a great job of holding his own and really only fell back to 3rd there. So it'll be interesting to see if what these precision performance motorsports guys do, because you got the leader here, Christopher Hill. Will he take the bottom and help his teammate here with a timing of the restart due to all these drivers, you know, they're being teammates, they're talking, and you got Shane Wood and Will Jones in the back, company racing on the outside. So, wow, and actually starting behind them will be the first truck on 4 tires there in the 51. So, really, Jay didn't fall back too far from taking those 4 tires. So, well, only back to 6th.
And before we go back to green, found out Quentin, he runs at a national level go-karting in Canada. So he races national level karting in Canada. Quentin does. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's probably where you got them quick reactions from, Robert.
Huh? That's what OTF tuber out there saying. But pace car's in and bingity bangity boomy doom. Off we go.
Wow, Shane Wood did a great job of getting the jump there to be able to slide down to that 2nd position and take that from Shannon Ballou of the 88.
And let's see what the 88 can do. Tires. And, yep, he's going to fall back to 4th position. Now let's see if he can settle in there, but I don't think he's going to be able to, Zach. He's got JD just getting ready to pounce on him. You got Jason and Mark coming up right behind him on fresh tires, so... well, no, Jason's 20 laps on his tires, so... Jason
still has older tires on, but Jay has brand new tires. Mark does too, and the Justin Napier and Quentin Murdoch also. So some guys on new tires, but the 88's holding strong. He just got past there for 5th, or he'll move back to 5th, but he's got track position. If the caution was to come out here after a few laps and he can hold station here, it'll be a net gain for him. So I think that's what he's looking for. Remember, he was a lap down at one point and had to start the rear of the field also. So he's drove through the field a couple times, and he's just getting a taste of it. He needs to.
Well, I think he's hoping for a yellow, Zach, because we still got 25 laps to go until stage 2 here. So I just don't see him holding off, you know, for another 25 laps. I mean, because look at the pack behind him. He's got the 8, he's got the 5, the 8. Who else has he got? The 83 back there, the 11. I mean, there's trucks coming up through the field that got fresher tires now. This will show his power here, as he did put it on the pole here tonight. What kind of truck does he really have, and how strong is that truck on older tires? If he can you know, hold into the top 10 by the stage there, I'd be very impressed then.
Right. Look up here. Look back here in 8th position here of Quentin Murdoch in that 8 and 83 with Jason Spear. These guys with Dennis Nickel in the 11, the 55 of Cameron Hagman, the 56 now Justin Napier coming into picture. All these guys have been battling. They've been going at it, Robert, back here. I've been thoroughly enjoying this as Justin Napier is going to get by Cameron Hagman there. But, man, that 11's around the bottom, and Quentin's just trying to get up in front of Jason. He can't do it, though.
And he saved it.
Wow. Great racing here.
Wow. And they're still battling.
That they are, Robert.
Let's see if we can go inside one of these trucks here and get a little bit of and Daryl's back here too. Don't forget about him. He's right behind this action. Okay, now we're going to the top, so we're gonna see about ride with Dennis here on his roll bar, and let's watch and listen to the throttle playing and racing around here at Bristol. So what we like to say, crank her up and let's listen to it through the surround sound and tell everybody to be quiet. We got fast trucks at Bristol. As you can hear there, Zach, he's really throttle playing there. I mean, really throttle playing. If you would go inside his truck, he's, it sounds like, oh, and he drove it in a little too deep there and slid up, and, oh, good racing there.
Yeah, we have so much racing going because as you're monitoring that lead in at 51 on them new tires, he's drove to the front. And he is checking out on these guys. Christian Hill held the lead there until the 51J got by him. Now he's got the 24 Will Jones there battling for second. Will Jones is he's gonna try to make that bottom work and maybe take his teammate Shane Wood there, try to take that second, third position, put Bad Company Racing back in that 1, 2, 3. Now look also back here, the 5 of March.
Oh no, that looked like netcode. That looked like netcode, Zach. Let's go to the 7 here because that we were high and wide up on the blimp, and I'm not sure if it was or wasn't, but we'll have to see here.
There's definitely some netcode. I think they may have still touched without the netcode the way their trucks were traveling. One was traveling up, one was traveling down. But I don't know if it would have been that violent. Unfortunate from you guys.
Oh, that was netcode.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 7 is, he had a truck to beat tonight, Zach, and unfortunately that Toyota is that Predator's gonna have to go look for a Predator down pit road, and hopefully it'll eat the truck new. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, man.
That's unfortunate. Shane Wood took a lot of front end damage there too. Shannon Blue got through it pretty nicely. See who else was involved in that. I believe Mark Truxell did catch a piece of it. He had to run into the wall really to miss it. So interesting stuff here. But all these guys are pitting. They seen what Jay did in that 51 on them fresher tires. He drove through the field pretty quickly. So we're coming to a stage here. Everybody's gonna try to put on these tires as they already came down and got service. So gonna be very interesting. Look, maybe Quentin here stayed out, and looks like Brandon Puffenbarger.
All right.
Yeah,
well, JD so far led 75 laps, but I also want to bring up a little bit about Tuesday night here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 11 Eastern on YouTube with Dirty Air Podcast for all your motorsports and sim racing news of the previous week, as they'll be able to talk about any kind of NASCAR or any kind of racing, but they'll talk about the Bristol race that just happened today in real life, any iRacing news, updates, anything at racing in general, which I apologize. I did turn that off. I don't know why I did that. All right, so we get a little humming noise. You know, the humming noise a little bit, Zach. But yes, please make sure you go to the YouTube side and subscribe. Hit the bell button. Go to Facebook. Hit the like and follow button. And get all your motorsports and sim racing news every Tuesday night at 11 Eastern.
Well, I think we had. Oh, never mind. I am thoroughly confused. I thought Quentin Murdoch stayed out, but he is taking the wave round. That's what he's doing. So it will render Jay in the 51 as our leader, and a 24 Will Jones there in that outside lane. So, but I tell you what, Shannon Blue was hanging pretty tough there on the motor tires, Robert. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does now with these new fresh ones. Also got Justin Napier up into the 4th position. What a drive.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, I'm sorry. Busy talking to the fans out here, but we are back to green as JD gets a great jump there on the bottom.
Yeah, he got a great jump out there, and we got a stage at 150 here, so. Oh no, and the 88 Channing as he just got 4 tires in track position. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, and a big hit for Derek Runge also in the 84.
All right, well, we'll go here with, we'll go back here in the instant replay here as we're going to see what happened with that 88 as it's a good jump. Doesn't spin the tires there as he's got Jason right behind him going down into turn 1. Exiting turn 2 to take her down the backstretch. Going into turn 3, it's looking pretty good there. And it looked like the 56 just sucked them around.
I think there might have been more netcode, Robert.
Our favorite thing.
Yeah, and Derek Runge came in there late and tried to miss that, but took a hard hit there. Unfortunate for us two. Uh-oh.
Here comes the sun.
The clouds have receded, and we now have sunlight.
Yeah, now let's see what it does and see if we have some comers and goers, and this is gonna be the telltale sign, Zach, of who has the setup to be able to handle this temperature swing here. As it really got bright.
Yeah, it did. It got really, really bright here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Track's still 75 degrees. That's the reports I'm getting from our information right now, as it did climb to 76 as I'm getting this report, but we'll stay in tune with that report here. And,
you want to check the radar and see if there's any clouds coming back over this track here, Zach?
Yeah, there's today mostly cloudy, so we could see another huge cloud be forming over this racetrack very soon. But at the moment, we do have sun shining through, and we're tracking the temperature going up right now. Of the surface.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. What's got? Okay. All right. I gotta sing. It's a freaky fast singing broadcasting.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, you're nuts, Zach. You know that? You're crazy. You're crazy, man. I'm shocked that you're
the other way around.
Well, you're learning me too well. I guess we've been partners for how many years now? 2.5, 3 years?
Yeah.
Every day in and out. I guess so. You would know me by now. That's scary.
Hey, we're all a little crazy inside. Everybody's got their own little
I'm
crazy.
not little crazy. I'm crazy.
Well, this is a crazy racetrack, so
yeah,
it's a good one to be crazy at, right?
That's all right. I do like Jason Spears' truck paint scheme there, though. The Western Auto, good old back in the day of Darrell Waltrip, the king of Bristol. That guy just knew how to get around this track here. Oh man,
he did,
JD
Robert.
blinking. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, that's for sure. DW had this place locked up in his back pocket, and
Hang on, we're not going
that's one
green.
thing about this racetrack. You know, it's very I don't like you know you say driver sensitive, but this is a track that a driver can really affect how you know their outcome of the race is, because it takes a certain way to get around here, and when you figure it out, you figure it out. And Darrell Waltrip definitely figured this place out. That is for sure. That sun continues to beat down on this racetrack. I think they're gonna complete the stage here right now, because we did throw a caution to delay here.
Mm-hmm.
And
so that will go to JD for getting that stage. Stage 2 winner here will be JD in the 51 there. So Jay Collins design paint scheme there. Oh, but all right. Well, congratulations to him for getting his getting the stage win here, second stage. As we are gonna go,
Green flag,
and green's
flag.
out, and off they go, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, good restart from the team of Bad Company Racing. There's Jay pulls out that big lead as that run on the bottom. Will Jones in the second. Shane Wood looking to make it in the third, but look at Jason Spear coming back on the bottom in that 83.
What happened
Shane Wood
to
got
five?
a lot. The 5 of Mark Truxell.
Yeah, he bailed out and he's heading down pit road there, Zach.
He's either taking her behind the wall, or it looks like he might have been serving a penalty, Robert. He may have had a black flag or something.
Oh,
there
passing a car before the start finish line. 9 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Very possibly. But he'll look to rebound from that. Still a long way to go. We're less than 100 to go now, but I can tell you in 100 laps, a lot of things can happen at Bristol. It can either go by in a flash of an eye, or a blink of the eye. I don't know what flash of an eye means, but a blink of the eye, or it can
stop talking
last
like
forever.
Wait, I'm wearing off on you. That's not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. We got a battle back here as that 7's not giving up though. He's got front end damage, but he's got it fixed a little bit. The pit crew guys did an excellent job. He doesn't have the straightaway speed as he does, but his truck is still strong going through the corners there.
Yeah, and I think his straightaway speed might be all right still, Robert, because running that bottom, you just don't get the straightaway speed first of all, and looks like he's hanging pretty tough there on the straights with Jason Spear, and he's gonna clear him here. He's got to slide up in front of him.
Well,
so,
we also were told there at the beginning too that they were running out of gear, so that might help him there too. Because now he's not tapping out on gear. He can stay in the gas just a little bit longer, so the damage might benefit him.
Yeah, well, and another thing you got to look at right now, we're looking at an 89-degree track. I just got reports that 89 degrees is the surface right now.
Wow.
So, as you notice, these guys are running as our leader here of Will Jones is take the lead, guys. Oh, wow. They're battling up front. Shane Jones, wow. Shane Wood looking to get by Jay here in that 51. Oh, we had smoke in front of our leaders.
I've seen that too. I'm not sure who that is down there on the inside there.
Looks like they threw a Tommy D'Angelo.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, we have
there's
a
a caution.
yellow. And it looks like the 83's running slow.
Yeah, that's got to be on Jason Spear there. Oh, yeah. Just coming out of 4, got real loose and got to the inside wall.
As we're watching here on instant replay here. As he's going down he runs that thing way up on the track. Bringing it down the back stretch here to go into turn 3 and 4. Looking pretty good here, and wow, that thing just snapped on him and ooh, head on into the wall.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
And that's got to be the temperature, Zach. I mean, the temperature's going up, and I'm sure these guys the setups were so good, with the cold temperatures, and now that the temperatures are going up, these trucks are going to get loose now, because they were running the 13.9s when that track temperature's down, and their last laps around were around 14.6s, 14.5s.
Yep.
So that's a huge difference in speed. So
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to get into, Robert, is, you know, these guys aren't running. They're running about half a second slower on a racetrack like this with the heat up. And that's helping the gearing right there. First of all, if when they're running in the 13s, they're almost running out of gear. When the track slows down, they're not going to run out, you know.
right.
They're not carrying as much straightaway speeds and entry speed. So, just a very interesting thing here. But clouds have came back over, so we got up to 89 there. Getting reported now 87 degrees, so we're seeing a 2-degree drop here.
And there's
Already.
clouds over the track too there, Zach. So now we're going to go through the swing of, bloop, now we're going to get cooler again.
Yeah. Building these setups, I've felt very bipolar with the way these tracks swing to one way. So it's always a tough call, and that's why I said you need a good base to work good in both conditions. So going to be interesting. Here's Will Jones took that lead from Jay there during the green flag right there, and he kept it out of pit road, and Shane Wood actually got second there out of pit road. So look at Shane Wood, that pretty beat up front end there, hanging tough.
He's hanging in there. I definitely do like what iRacing has gave us here in Sim. If you're anybody out there just new watching, go check out iRacing.com. But I love the new weather, what they did, and they're updating it as they go, and they're just making it so much better. They changed the whole system of the game of the weather, Zach. I mean, they really, really did. They put a lot of it in to the driver's hands of knowing how to build a setup, weather changing, and what real life drivers go through week in and week out.
Yeah, Robert, you couldn't be more right there, because it's just something new, definitely, to iRacing. We've never had to deal with it really. Like I said, the old days, we just join a session and say, oh, well, it's this degree now, and that's what we got to deal with the rest of the race. But it's ever changing now, and very much more like a simulation that it is.
That is very, very true, which is awesome, man. There's more stuff coming, and God knows what else they can bring out here, as they're still working on the damage model. But pace car's in, and
Green flag, green flag.
Green's out. Bam, there goes to 24, Zach's favorite number.
Yeah, Will's rocking my number there. That 24 definitely looks good. I like his yellow. Got the yellow 24 on the side too, I must say. And if it was any other color, I don't know. We might not. You know, might have to talk with Will there about that, putting the yellow 24 on there. But definitely he's got the right one, as the battle is raging there for third with Jay and that 51 on the inside of Chris Worrell. Chris had a few spins today, but that man is keeping himself in it with Christopher Hill there in the 7 right in tow. Look at that. Oh, man, I thought he was going to take it 3 wide in that 7 with a huge run off the top.
Yeah, we were actually riding on the row bar when he did that. He was up high, and he just ducked it right down. I thought, oh, man, this is going to be... And here he goes. He's going to look underneath the 51, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure if he's going to be able to complete that pass. And, oh, nope, they tap. Oh, and the 51's into the wall. There is no caution, but, oh, 51 got the brunt end of that one, Zach.
Yeah, looks like Jay's going to take the
Flag
hard end of that stick. Oh, and the 6 spun, and the 56.
And the 56, yeah. Chris took out the water barrels, and then the 56 just spun, and they were both self-spins.
Yeah, the 6, Chris, they just lost it on the inside, trying to hold that bottom and make that pass for second. And 56, I think Justin was reacting to that slide in front of him and got a little bit too much wheel movement in the car, and it just snapped.
Crackle, snap, bam, boom. Crackle, snap, pop. with a mug root beer. Yeah,
wow, I think the pace car just did a wheelie.
Huh?
The pace car on your stream just did a wheelie.
All right. Oh, yeah, he did. I just seen it. What was that?
That was pretty awesome.
He's out there doing the player stuff. He's like, boom, boom, look at me. He's got hydraulics in the front of his car. He's getting bored. He's like, Brett Bodine's out there having fun.
It's like 56 Justin Napier's going to bring her down pit road. Get him some 4 fresh ones. You got Daryl Spear in that 32 to 6 Chris Worrell. Let's see. 46 David Bradford, who's 9 laps down at the moment. He was, I believe, at 1.15. So he's slowly clicking those off. But don't know if there's enough time for him to get all of those back, unfortunately, for David. But man, here we got the 7 and 20 who did have that incident earlier. Both have pretty beat up trucks, and the 24 Will Jones sitting out there with the nice pristine looking front end and everything. He's kept it clean all race.
Now you jinxed him.
Don't say
Sorry,
that, Robert.
Will.
Now I really jinxed him.
Sorry, Will. You just got the broadcast jinx from Zach Hall. I don't know what to tell you, man. just hang on. Just prepare yourself. Yeah, poor guy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, we had the 51 there, Jay, the teammate, and a teammate of Shane and Will there. Come down pit road. He did, like you said, took the brunt of that hit there into the outside wall on that racing deal. So he came in and got him 4 fresh ones and probably got a little damage repaired from there.
A lot of these trucks are beat up, but look at that 11. 11 still looks pretty clean there in the front, so that might help him out a little bit, as the rest of them, except for, like you said, the 24, in the next, couple laps here, he'll have damage because you gave him the jinx. So, oops, I guess I jinxed the 11, didn't I? Sorry, Dennis.
Yeah, and Dennis, I haven't talked much about Dennis tonight, but up to 5th place. Got Quentin Murdoch, also got to give him a shout out. He's been around that top 10 all night.
That, and give a shout out to Darryl there in the 32. I haven't talked much about him. He's up there.
Got Mark Truxell back from that penalty. And look, wow, here we go back to green.
All right, well, pace car's in, and bam, he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. He don't waste no time.
Yeah, what a good restart there from Will. Really getting that jump. Look at 7 of Christopher Hill. Him and his buddy Shane Wood there. Oh, he's going to clear him. What a pass on the bottom there. Shane Wood gets the run, but thinks better of going back to that bottom and getting stuck out there.
Here comes Dennis. He's looking underneath the 8 there, Quentin.
Yeah, Dennis got that clean race truck in there. Look at Mark Truxell, too, there.
Yeah.
He's going to maybe follow through.
I think that 11. Now he's going to be looking on the 20 there, Shane. He's going to try to get up underneath him. I think he's going to be able to pass him. I think he'll be able to get him in a couple laps here if he keeps running it. Or I'm wrong. They're going to run side by side for the next laps. Couple laps as they're battling for 3rd position.
Yeah, we got a battle for the lead, too. Christopher Hill was all over Will Jones and on the inside looking, but Will Jones kept it on that high line and keeps getting that power off the top that really propels you down these straightaways.
Well, I'm impressed with Christopher M. Hill's pit crew. Put him back up after that wreck that he was involved in there. Puts him back up to 2nd place. That is impressive.
That it is, Robert. That it is. He's doing a great job right now at 7, and right now we got a 77-degree track temp, so tracks come back down cooler times, and we're seeing low 14s being ran. So, it looks like Steve Murdoch in the 53, his engine expired. Looks like he had just got some damage repair done from sitting in the pits all day, and came out and the thing just expired on him. That's unfortunate for Steve.
He sent a piston to outer space, like Zach would say.
Low Earth orbit.
Just like you said the other day, you've seen spaceships.
Yeah, I that was one of the weirdest glitches ever. I wish I could have caught that on video. That was scary. And Shane Wood, though, with that damage, he's doing a good job in that 20 truck to hold on with a lot of nose damage there. He just got passed by Dennis Nickel in the 11. Now look, the 56, Justin Napier. But I think Justin Napier might be one to watch for here. He's shown to have a pretty strong truck here, I think, and I think he knows how to get around Bristol pretty well. So see if this 56 can maybe get up to the back bumper of this 11 and get around him. As Shane Wood continues to drop. I think Shane might be having overheating issues, possibly, unless it's just damage that's hurting him that bad. It seems like he's very, very slow right now, and it didn't seem to show that. Oh, they got a little hit there in the door. The 5 of Mark Truxell in the
Yellow
8
flag is
finishes
out.
him. Oh, no.
Oh, and there goes the 32 around.
2. Yeah, 32 Dale Spill. No damage from these guys, really.
Go back to the replay here, ladies and gentlemen, and see what exactly happened here with the 5. As he's on the inside of that 8. He's taking it down the front stretch, going into turn 1 and 2. And he's looking okay. He's got the 70 in front of him, and he looks okay there. Now he's still got the 70, and now we're 3 wide, and they make it through that. Oh, they touch, and oh, and the 8 just gave him a love tap. It looked like a lap car affected that one, Zach. Unfortunately, as that lap car was in the way.
Yeah, it's so tough when you're racing side by side here and you run up on lap cars. It's not the easiest place to go 3 wide. It can work, but it's definitely not the easiest place for 3 wide.
Sorry, I was just reading Facebook there. Okay. All right, well, hey, we're on lap 191 of 250, so these laps are clicking down. They're going to be clicking down really, really fast. So before you know it, this race will be over. So as that Predator of the 7 of Christopher M. Hill, I am still shocked how that thing is just beat up, and he's still up there running. 2nd position, but now he's got Dennis right behind him. So, and Dennis has been running that low line, so we'll have to see what Dennis decides to do. If he decides to, well, he's gonna have to start on the low line, unfortunately, in 3rd position.
Yeah, he's gonna start there in the inside lane, but personally, inside lane's not too bad on restarts here. That first lap, going through 1 and 2, you're pretty much wide open. There's not really a lift going through there. Because you're not all the way up to speed yet. So, you know, the shortest way around when you're wide open is the best, that's for sure. So, going to be interesting. I think this 7 has shown a lot of short run speed, Robert. Because he did, at one point he was leading this race and he did get caught and passed by a few guys. But what I've seen from him, it looks like for about 10 or 15 laps, his truck is really fast. So, if we get a short run to the end, don't lay your eyes off of him, because man, he could be our winner tonight. But it's gonna be tough to get by that 24. Will Jones is always a very smart driver that really puts himself in good positions, and we'll see how it plays out for him here tonight.
It's something else we haven't talked about actually at all night here, Zach, is fuel mileage. What are they looking at fuel mileage in these trucks?
I would say they could go 70 laps for sure. Maybe 75, maybe 80. That's, I would say on a full tank they could go around about 140, 150 laps. So, half tank, 70, 75.
All right.
This pace car might be ready to pull in here.
We'll have to pay attention to that as the fuel, as if they start getting a green flag run. As green's out, there goes that 24.
Yeah, great restart from Will there. And look at Dennis Nickel. Gonna try to make that bottom work on this restart. Shane Wood in tow there on the 20. Now this is where this will tell me my answer if Shane's damages was hurting him or if he was overheating. Because I'm sure if he was overheating, he just came down pit road last time and they said take all that tape off the nose. So looks like Chris Worldo's gonna get to his outside in that 6. So, but man, look at Chris Freehill, Robert. Like I said, after these restarts, his truck is just so quick on these restarts, man. He really gets going fast. And I think that's something these guys are going to have to worry about if it comes down to a short run.
He's trying.
Yeah, but Will Jones is doing a great job of holding that top, and that's literally what Will should do. He's just hold that top line, keep getting that momentum off, and make that 7 fight hard on the bottom to burn his tires up.
Wow. Listen to it on the stream if you can, of Will off the gas at the start-finish line. He's even doing it on the backstretch. He is way off that gas pedal. Impressive.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing riding along here with him, how much throttle time there is with this weather. It's crazy fast right now. Running low 14.2s here at Bristol Motor Speedway as we get a hum in our ears.
Sorry, I turned that off and I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh wow, and someone took out a cone on the exit of pit road and that cone just got murdered by about 10 trucks. Because look, the sun is starting to come out too, Robert. At least in 3 and 4, the sun is coming out. And Christopher Hill is not giving up on this lead. He is hounding the back bumper of this 24. He wants a victory.
Well, look at Chris. Yeah, like you said, Chris is back there. He got around Shane Wood there. Come back. Dennis is falling off, starting from 3rd position. He's now back to 5th position. And then we got Quentin into the wall. But he saves it, and here comes the 51. He just dive bombs that thing in there.
Yeah, I think the tape was the issue for Shane because it seems like he's holding off a lot better here. It may just been overheating. Definitely something. Hopefully they got figured out for him because he looks to be a lot stronger now. But look at Will Jones now, Robert. Slap traffic came into play right there, and Will Jones is darted out here to the lead, just really pulling away.
Yeah, lap traffic will play a big key here at Bristol, as you can get, don't take long before you know it, you're already a lap down, and with the field of what they have here, because they gridded, they gridded 22 vehicles, so we don't have that many left on the lead lap. We only have 8 vehicles on the lead lap, which goes back to Justin Napier. And then the 51 is the first truck a lap down, as I hear...
Yellow flag is out.
I hear something spinning.
Oh yeah, we got yellow.
As I think I jinxed Justin Napier.
No.
I think I did. We'll go back and watch the replay, because I've seen him slow.
I think, it was involved the 83 of Jason Spear and Justin.
Oh, okay. Well, we're riding along here on the high side here with Justin, so let's see what happens here. Get side by side with the 51. The 8 gets underneath the 83, and now we got a bottleneck, and he just got clipped, Zach.
Yeah.
Inches, and just inches, and that just took him around.
Yeah, and looking at his damage, it's not too bad. The rear end's a little messed up, which don't really care about here. But man, that was unfortunate. Jason just got the wall and really couldn't do nothing there. And the 51 of Jay did a great job of not getting taken out there at all. He's going to get a wave run, I believe, here due to that.
And Chris almost beat Will out on pit road by inches.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting now when they have these new tires. Like I said, I think about 10 or 15 laps, that 7 is really, really fast. But I think after about 10 or 15, that 24 really just starts to come into its own, and those tire pressures build up, and that thing gets so good. He really had that 24 out there selling.
I'll tell you what, Will Jones' sister's out there. She's a good fan base. She is rooting him on hard. Telling him to hang in there, and I believe he's going to, Angie. He's got a strong, strong vehicle. as we only got 38 laps to go here, so these laps are going to be counting down, and my clock says if there's no more yellows, we'll be done within 10 minutes. Well, I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. Sorry, I keep coughing.
Yeah, that's never fun there. But man, these like I said, these laps at Bristol can happen in a flash. And like you said, Robert, that could take up to 10 minutes to finish this race if they keep it green here. And I wouldn't put it past these guys. So it'll be very interesting as you got Chris Worrell up in the 3rd place there in that 6 truck. He's trying to get him another great interview in.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna telling you, Zach, yeah, you're my player, man. Take it easy.
You got Shane Wood there in the 20. He's gonna look to get at least 2 of those bad company racing teams on podium, and Shane and Will Jones is gonna look to hold off that 7 of Chris Hill here. This is getting interesting, Robert.
It's going to get very interesting as these laps count down here at the EARL. It's going to basically, you know, I say it with about 20 laps to go, but I'll say it now because we're at short track racing. Buckle your seatbelts, grab your popcorn, and hang on because it's going to start getting heated. Guys are going to start racing extremely, maybe not extremely hard, but you're going to race a little bit harder than what you did at the beginning of the race because the laps are counting down and every position counts for that championship as that pace car ducks in, and there goes Will Jones. Green's out, ladies and gentlemen.
Good restart from Will there. Exactly what he needed. Look, he got that, and look, now the 6 is ahead. There's a 6 in the 2nd. Put a car in between him and the 7. And look at the 6 of Chris, though. Wow, what a run. Almost having a wreck.
Oh, we have a wreck.
Yellow flag is out.
Quentin just got slammed into the wall, it looked like. We caught that on the tail end of the instant replay. He's just... I think he, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but we'll ride along here and see. Everybody gets a good start here. Looking good. It's got the 11 right up down underneath him. 11 still don't clear him. Coming around turn 3 and 4 here. He's gonna look in the middle, and oh, that thing just got snapped loose. Actually, it just snapped on him. It's like, oh, and the 50, oh, and the 42. Wow, he got slammed by 2 vehicles.
Ooh. Yeah, the 42 of Brandon Puffenbarger, that's going to end his night there. Being 13 laps down already. 51 of Jay, that's going to end his night with engine damage too. Quinn Murdoch just got a little bit loose, man, and I think his night's over too due to engine damage.
Oh, man, oh, man.
That's all it takes is a little loose like that. He tried to correct back to the right, and when it gripped up, it went straight to that wall. And really, Justin Napier involved in the last 2 wrecks, really none of his own doing, just unfortunate timing. So he's coming back down the pit road to get some of that damage possibly worked out.
And the sun is out too again.
That it is, Robert. It's coming back out here and wants to see this finish of this race. You know, the interesting thing is going to be here, Robert, is there's going to be 7 trucks on this lead lap. So say we get a few more cautions and stuff. Pitting, you know, near the tail end of that lead lap is not going to be a bad idea. So tires could end up being what plays the factor here. Who gets this victory tonight? Who has the freshest?
Yeah, and I think we learned that at stage 1 as we seen, you know, people make a pit stop, and of Jason and all them back there, and Christopher, and they started like 7th and 8th position, and within 3 laps they plowed through the field like it was, like all the other trucks were sitting still. All right, well, we got a fan out there rooting for Justin. I would assume that would be his mom, maybe, I guess. Well, I appreciate you tuning in here at Freaky Fast. As we got 30 laps to go, on a bright, sunny, cloudy day at Bristol.
Bright, sunny, cloudy day. I like how you explain that. We've had everything here.
Yeah. All we need is some snow so we can throw it at the fans.
I think that's one thing these drivers don't want. They've already seen when the sun comes out how slick it gets. I don't know if the snow being out there, how much slicker it would get. But
that, or you got some drivers trying to do the rain dance, saying, "Come on, all right, just rain. I'll take this position and go home."
Let's get this over with. Yeah.
All right, right. As they're going to be heading to Richmond next week, so that's going to be a fun race to watch there as they take on Richmond Raceway, a 3/4 mile track. Going to be fun to watch them get down in that turn 1. A lot of braking down there at that track up there in Virginia, so it's going to be a good race next week.
That it is, Robert, and this will be a very interesting inning here. See if Christopher Hill can get a good restart. That's third in that bottom lane.
All right, well,
Green's out. Green
green's
flag.
out, ladies and gentlemen, as we got a report from down on pit road, Zach, as Justin got with the pit reporters and said his truck was running hot and he was trying to get his damage fixed, stay out of the way. You had a great truck, and yes, you did, Jason. It's unfortunately, things happen, and pack her up and get ready to head to Richmond, Virginia, and see if you can bring it in the top 3 next week. But back to the race here, as we got a battle going back here with Shane Wood, and we got Mark and Dennis, and somebody's into the wall, and somebody else is into the wall. Oh, and there goes 11, and we have
the big one.
The big one, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, it's everybody, and Shane is just, he's smoking. I believe that would be the end of his night.
Yeah, unfortunate for Shane.
Oh, man. Jiminy Crickets.
Oh, man, that was huge net code.
I'll go back and watch the replay from the far view here, so we can see if it was, like you said, well, it is. You said it's net code, so we'll see. Oh, what the world? Hello, net code. Oh, and the 11 blew up, the 20 blew up, and net code just took out 2 vehicles.
Yeah, I think we're going to have 4 cars on this lead lap, Robert.
Huh.
Unfortunate for Shane Wood there. Mark Truxell in the 5. None of really there doing that was just unfortunate internet racing there, the only way we can explain it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much we can do about it. It's a server-based system, and no one can control the internet, even though the United States has a fast internet connection around the world, but we're like leap years behind compared to some other countries. So
that's for sure, yeah, and unfortunate for those guys right there. Really, everybody called up Dennis Nickel, all those guys. That was tough stuff there for them. But this race is not over. We still have a conclusion to come to, and we might end up with no trucks on the lead lap.
Well, somebody's got to win it.
That's right. Somebody's gonna limp their truck there to the finish if they have to. But Will Jones has kept his truck completely clean. So
are we allowed to push a truck to the finish line?
Might need to pull him. Looks like Chris Worrell, though, did win the race off pit road, Robert. So very, very interesting circumstances here. We're going to have the 6 of Chris Worrell, 24 of Will Jones in second, the 7 of Christopher Hill, and then the 56 of Justin Napier, who's been involved in those last few wrecks, not this latest one, but this last few, he caught a break. He's got his track position, and like I said earlier, I think he's kind of a dark horse for this, Robert. I have to watch that 56.
Oh, we have 4 trucks left on the lead lap after we had 22 grid, and Bristol has eaten them up and spit them out. This track is just so tough to race. It's a fun track, but it's very demanding on these drivers.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think it might have been Kyle Petty who said this. I hear a lot of other guys say this. Some guys after a day here, they just wish they could fill it up. After a bad day here, of course, they wish they could just fill this thing up with water and go fishing. Because just Just one of them racetracks that either you have a good day, or a wild day, or a terrible day. So, you know,
Wow.
it's just one thing that happens.
Said
So.
about filling up with water, in my famous words, I call this track a fishbowl.
That's right.
It's what it is to me. Even though it's the world's fastest half-mile track, it's a fishbowl.
It's a fast fishbowl at that.
Yeah, there we go. We can get some whirlpool going. Yeah, see, I said it right that time. There we go. All right, well, there Chris is going to take him to the green flag as he's off the green with 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. So
yeah, good jump from Chris.
yeah, big jump with Chris. But with 20 laps to go, I'd like to say to everybody that has tuned in and stuck around here tonight at the EARL and Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And
leader's bracket. Oh, no. He saved it. What a save. But he's going to have a truck to his outside now. The 7 of Christopher Hill is going to look to take the lead. Whoa, it's
oh, and he's still.
Oh man, that was close. Oh, and Will Jones a little bit into the wall in that right side. Chris Worrell's gonna pull up in a second. Oh, Christopher Hill is looking to drive away. Can he do it? Can the 6 reset himself after that huge slide? He had a moment there.
Oh, he's setting it. He's pushing him. He's
That he is, Robert. It's
over.
coming down to go time, and look at Will Jones coming.
Oh, and he saves it, and he could have wrecked and took out half the field.
Look at Justin Napier, though.
We got so much action. I'm trying to keep up with everything here, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
Will Jones just losing it.
Oh, and Will Jones is into the wall. Oh,
That's not going to bring out a caution.
As we got 15 laps to go, Christopher is going to be pulling away. Justin Napier is now going to be about half a second behind. Now let's see if short run speed, like you said, Zach. But here comes Chris. He's not giving up. Wow.
Oh,
Well,
Christopher Hill just slid a little bit there.
these guys are just driving these trucks for everything it has now. I told you to buckle your seatbelts and get your popcorn because it's go time. You know, 13 laps to go. It is go time.
Justin's was a little bit quicker these last few laps. Justin Napier. Oh man, this is getting wild, Robert. This is Bristol, baby. Look at Justin looking on the inside. Oh man.
Well, we're gonna ride. I just hopped into the cockpit here on the roll bar and we'll watch him go around the. Easy on the gas. Easy on. He's getting such a run coming out.
Chris Worrell. Oh man, he saved it again. What a race. These guys are on the ragged edge right now.
His truck is so loose. You're gonna be riding with him on the front here, Zach, and he is just.
And the leader
ruining
hits the
it.
wall. Justin Napier to the lead.
What? I can't keep up with it all. Oh my goodness.
Drive away, Justin. You got, man, he's gonna have to really put together some good laps now. He's running up on the lap car. Will Jones, who did fortunately get caught up in that spin. Will drove a great race. Will did the nice respectfully and let these guys go by to race it out. Man, Robert, this is gonna get wild. Can Christopher Hill get back to him?
7 laps to go.
I don't think he can.
Oh, and he's into the wall.
56 hard into the wall.
Oh my goodness, Zach.
Somebody.
I think Christopher's going to be like the 1 car today. If I can't catch him, I'm going to wreck him. Oh man, oh man.
Justin tried a different line. He went to the more of the bottom. It's going to be interesting. That's a tough call to make, I think.
I wonder if his spotter's telling him to run a different line, because why would you go down there? Wouldn't you think you want to stay up high?
He's pulling away, though. That 56 is pulling away. I told you he was my dark horse, Robert. He's proving me right here now. Wow.
Oh, man. After racing 129 miles, they got 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. So real quick, I'd like to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in, watching here, me and Zach here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. As now we are down to 3 laps to go, Zach. 3 laps to go. Yellow comes out, race is over.
Justin needs to look out that windshield and not even worry about that mirror. He is pulling away. He needs to keep his mindset focused. And Chris Worrell is trying to do his best job to run that second place man down to Chris.
I don't think he has it. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
They're coming to the white flag. Yeah. White flag in the air. One more lap for Justin Napier to get his first victory here at the Earl. Can he come back around? Man, no, Chris back there in World in that 6 is flying, Robert. He is running down.
And congratulations. Yeah, but congratulations to Justin. He gets his first win here at the Earl. Sponsored by the Mug Root Beer. Wow, congratulations to him. What a hard-fought battle, and he finally gets it, Zach.
That's amazing there.
Yeah, that is, congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. He finally gets it as he's stopping on the track here, and he's gonna put it in gear and burn it down in the turns. That's a different strategy. Okay.
Awesome to see somebody get the first win. You know he's excited.
Oh, most definitely. He takes that Jack Daniels and he's gonna take it home here. Gonna get a win, and he's still, and yeah, just beat the truck up. There you go. Just, who cares? Just beat it up. He's destroying that thing. Wow, congratulations to him. That's so awesome to see. So awesome to see. So, all right, well, we'll get our top 3 here for the interview, ready for the post-race, as we'll have a chat with Christopher, Chris, and Justin Napier, our race winner here at the Earl at Bristol Motor Speedway. But we'll be right back after this quick word by Be The Match.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope to be able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after a quick word from Be The Match. Please, everybody, go check them out for their foundation of helping leukemia patients and cancer. It's a great cause that they do, and there's no commitment, but just go check them out. But all right, Zach, let's take a deep breath, because what a race, what a race. Justin's mom, I believe, is out there. She is so happy. She says, "That's my boy, way to go." She's over at his house, or her house, I'm not exactly sure, so I apologize, but she's like probably gonna pick up the phone and give him a call then. But I believe we're gonna head down here to pit lane here in Victory Lane, and I believe you got the 3rd place finisher there. And do you want me to take second, or do you want to take second and third, or how you want to do it?
I was gonna ask, can I do the honor of doing Victory Lane tonight?
Well, you're more than willing to. All right. Well, I will run. Hold on. I got to run down pit lane. I got to leave.
I'm sorry. I mean, run the wrong way. Sorry, guys.
Hold on. I got to go the other way, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, I'm going to run down here, and I got Chris Worrell hopping out of that 6, and we'll have a quick chat with him.
And then,
hey, Chris, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, man?
What's up?
Not much, player. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm alive.
Oh man, what a race, man. You You were fast. You had a good truck. You got caught up in a couple things here and there. You bounced yourself back, and but overall, with the weather change, man, drastic weather change through this whole race. How was the race for you when the sun would come out?
Everything seemed pretty fine. I was fast at first. It wasn't that it was pretty cloudy and not a lot of sun out. And then as soon as I was really banking on it being pretty cloudy the rest of the race, and being real fast. And yep, I made a setup change right before we started, and from there, just everything went south from there. I need to quit doing that, but yeah, I'm just happy to get a top 3 out of that.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I don't blame you, man. That was fun watching you there at the end with about 20 laps to go. You were driving everything that truck had in it, and you hit the wall. You kept it straight. You're sliding through the turns. What were you going through after that truck? Just like it looked like it was dying on you.
Yeah, man, it was so loose. Words cannot explain how loose that thing was. If you saw earlier in the race, I caused 3 different cautions spinning. I apologize to everybody for that. I didn't want to hold up the race, but this thing was so loose, on a longer run, and I was trying to save, keep it together and get there to the end. I knew if I could at least be there near the top 5, I'd have a chance of finishing, possibly going for the win. And there at the end, I was in the lead. I just pushed it too much. I forgot. The green light was going. I just saw nobody in front of me, and I just went for it. And just forgot that I needed to let off and take it a little bit easy with that truck. So, I blew my chances like 2 or 3 times, but I'm pretty happy to fight back. Coming third there at the end.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It was fun watching you through the whole race, up and down. But you're gonna be packing these trucks up and heading up to Richmond, Virginia,
Yes, sir.
for Richmond Raceway. How do you feel your chances up there at that track?
Oh, I'm gonna win that one, no doubt about it. That's my race. That's my.
Oh
No, I'm just kidding. I hope that's the case. That's the local track for me. It's about an hour away from my house, so bringing all the family, kids, everything. Out there, we're gonna barbecue and have a good one.
There you go, there you go. I don't blame you on that one as you pack it up. But does anybody want to give a final shout out to you, bud?
The league, everybody. Justin for sure. That was a pretty awesome win for him. I know he's excited. I would have been excited. Chris for coming in second. I really wanted second there at the end. I just couldn't. I knew he had some deals with the 20 and it messed his truck up. So he told me he was just going for it all there at the end. I know we got into it a little bit there, but that's Bristol. So just a shout out to everybody in the league. Been having a lot of fun. Looking forward to every Sunday.
Amen on that. Amen on that. All right. Well, again, from Freaky Fast, we congratulations to you on your podium, 3rd place finish, and we will let you pack her up, and we will see you next week at Richmond.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good night.
You too, bud.
Later.
All right. That was our 3rd place man, Chris Worrell. Another great interview from that man. And looks like we got our 2nd place man here for you too, Robert. Christopher Hill. You ready for him?
Yeah, it's just sitting here reading the Facebook, but yeah, I'm ready for him, bud. I was just reading something.
All right. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Here, and I'll bring him up now.
Christopher, Robert up here in the booth, man. How you doing?
Good, guys. How are y'all?
Oh, man, I am doing good. It was such a fun race at the end there to watch you. You had a very, very strong truck the whole race. How was it for you with the weather change of the temperature going up and down, and how did your truck react for you?
Honestly, this week we built a lot of speed into the setup, and what really got us behind was that damage. I haven't watched it yet. I just know the 20 got into me, and after that, the weather really didn't hurt us. It just the fenders being bent up front just made it so tight. Lost all the front turn that we had. That's what got us behind.
Oh, 10-4. Well, even I got to give your pit crew and everybody down there and props. I mean, you got that damage. You went down. You're getting it fixed through the whole race, and you were still fast. Now, from what me and Zach seen, it looked like you had a short run truck because of the damage, unfortunately. Were you hoping there with 20 laps to go that there would be another yellow and you'd be able to pounce, maybe 7 laps left to go to the race?
Yeah, well, before, early in the race, I'd probably say we could go about 35, 40 laps on the truck before it really wore out. But there at the end, when it got so tight so fast, I probably had 5 to 10 laps of leader speed in me. And then after that, it just started getting way too tight on the exit. So I think if it came down to a 5-lap shootout, I could have sent something off in there and maybe got close.
All right. Well, all right. Well, we'd like to hear at Freaky Fast. Congratulations on your podium. You get second place finish here. We gonna let you soon here pack everything up and head up to good old Richmond, Virginia for Richmond Raceway. How's your chances up there? I believe you guys are going to be able to have a strong truck, as you guys, just to bring it up, are starting to show speed every week, and you're starting to show Bad Company Racing that your guys are here to stay. And by the end of the year, I give you guys are going to be in victory lane. But to answer my question, how are you up there at Richmond?
I said last week when we finished third that we were slowly building speed into it. So now I think unloading at the track every week, we're getting more confident on our speed. And I said last week we'd be getting faster, and I'm gonna tell you again this week we're getting closer and closer every week. So we should start off pretty well.
Awesome. All right. Well, is there any final shout outs you want to give there before I let you go celebrate with your team?
Thank you for you guys for putting on the show for us. Thanks for my teammates. Did a lot of work this week, ran a lot of laps, and we'll keep putting in the work, put on a show.
Oh, amen. We can't wait to see you guys next week. So, all right. Well, again, here from Freaky Fast and Zach, and Brian didn't be able to make it tonight. We wish you the best of luck, and we will catch you next week, bud.
Thank you.
All right. That was our second place man, Christopher M. Hill. Yeah, like he said, it was third place last week when we talked to him. He said they're building more speed. Second place this week, so continuing to build more speed. But I think I'm gonna go down here and find a very happy man down here in Victory Lane, and he broke Bad Company Racing's stronghold on their victories here. So I'm gonna get talking with Justin Napier. Hey Justin, this is Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
How you doing, Zach?
Doing great, man. Wow, what a race, Justin. I gotta say, man, I picked you as my dark horse in this race because I could tell you, I definitely could tell you probably love this racetrack. And man, just describe your race for us tonight, because I know it was all up and down for you, but it ended very well, didn't it?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I could go for hours on how my race went. Bristol's my home state track, and it just means the world to me to win here. Yeah, I started off the race. I felt really good. Qualified like 8th or 10th or something in that range, and I could just tell automatically my truck was a little bit of a rocket. Didn't have to make too many changes throughout the run to keep competitive. The groove on the track changed throughout the race, and it was very hard for me to adapt. Seemed like that bottom groove was starting to come in a little better. Got caught up in a couple wrecks, a lot of close calls. I cannot tell you how many close calls I was in tonight. And I had about 2 minutes to repair at one point, and I just kept pushing and pushing, coming in, getting a little bit more, going out. I try to keep fresh tires on the truck as much as possible and keep my restarts clean and avoid penalties, and it just really paid off.
Yeah, it definitely did. We seen it all night. You got caught up in a few things that now you're doing, and just wrong place, wrong time. And it's really just Bristol. Things happen in a flash of an eye here, and you definitely did a great job, man. Like you said, keeping those 4 tires on it and putting yourself in a position there at the end to get this win. We seen tonight the track really heat up, cool down, do all types of different things. How did that affect your setup tonight? Were you pretty balanced, or when it got hot, did it really start to scare you there?
I was doing pretty good throughout the whole run. I felt better with a longer run than I did with the shorter run, especially if I was starting on the inside. The inside was just really bogging my truck down. But if I was able to go from the outside, dive in, then I'd do pretty good. The track I was pretty good all the way around, as long as I could avoid that inside line. I gotta say, Jason Spear was one of my toughest competitors to pass, because it seemed like we were just I was fast in one area, he was fast in another, and it was just making some really great racing between me and him. I sure hate that he caught the outside wall and kind of ended his night early.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen guys using pretty much from the wall to the apron tonight. That's for sure. And it was a great race to watch. We go into Richmond next week. Do you think you can go back to back?
And we will have to see. That would I'm already dreaming right now, kind of pinching myself. I'm not really sure if this is all real or not, honestly. I'm waiting to wake up and from my dream. But if I went back to back, it'd be an incredible feat for me. It would probably be the highest point of my career in the EARL.
For sure, Justin. Yeah, we've definitely seen you do some amazing things here, man. So I wouldn't put it past you. So congratulations on your victory, and what a show you put on there for us. And really happy, man, that you got one there for you. Before we let you go, though, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Oh, I got tons. I got to start off with David Bradford. He has truly helped my team out. He's been a great mentor. He's always going to give you a good answer. He might make you think about it for a little while, but he's going to really push you in the right direction. I got to thank the league, everything Bobby and Nick do. It's pretty awesome to see what we got going here, and we got a lot of teams forming up. HLC has actually just added 3 more members, and I want to give the biggest shout out I can to HLC, because that those are my boys. That they keep me motivated, race in, race out, and I just don't think I could be as competitive as I am without them. I gotta thank my mom. Because she's watching right now, and I love that she watches every race and hasn't missed one. And for me to bring it home here at my home state track it's just amazing. I'm glad that she got to watch it live. I'm sure I'm missing somebody out there. But I got to appreciate everybody. I got to appreciate all the racers out there, and a couple people let me by when they saw me coming, and I just got to appreciate that.
That's for sure, Justin. Well, congratulations, man. You can go ahead and pinch yourself because you ain't dreaming. So we'll see you next week at Richmond.
Before you let him go here, Zach, you realize, Justin, congratulations. I'm happy to see you in victory lane here from Freaky Fast, but that also puts you in the chase. It actually locks you in the chase. So how's that make you feel?
Man, I didn't even think about that till you told me. That's mind-blowing, the fact that I can go to Miami and be competitive. That's a dream right there, because winning the championship really does mean a lot to me this year.
Well, there you go. Congratulations again. All right, Zach. Well, we'll let you go celebrate, man. Tell your mom thanks for tuning in every week, week in and week out, and we'll catch you and her next week.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys too.
All right, Robert. As you can hear, our very happy man there, Justin Napier, getting his first victory here at the EARL. So congratulations to him, and yeah, man, what exciting!
I'm happy for him. I really am. I'm happy to see him get a win and lock himself in the chase and show these guys that he is no joke and he's ready to go.
Yeah, that's definitely a victory that makes you smile. It's always good to see somebody, that works that hard and really wants it that bad, so, and get them a victory. So congratulations again to Justin Napier there.
All right. Yep. Well, before we go through our unofficial results, I'll lead off by saying, man, Zach, what a race. We had some cautions. It's Bristol. Short track racing is what it is. Move on from it. But them last 20 laps, wow. That was, we couldn't even keep up with all the action that was going on out here. It was passing for the lead. You had a passing for 5th place. You had cars hitting each other. Well, trucks hitting each other. Not on purpose, but, that's Bristol. So, what an overall race, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for Richmond, Virginia next week.
Yeah, I only could really echo that statement, Robert. I love this racetrack. Man, if we could go here 10 times a year, I'd be very happy, man. And it's just one of the racetracks that I love to see, that drivers can go at it and, use different lines. And in my opinion, this is a driver's track. So what a race here. They're all put on a great show tonight. And yeah, man, just excited that we'll go to Richmond next week. Another one of my favorite racetracks. I'm a big fan of short tracks, if anybody out there can't tell. So
Most definitely. All right. Well, you want to run through the unofficial results here tonight,
Yeah.
Zach?
Yep.
Before we head off.
Yeah, I can do that right now, Robert.
All righty. All yours,
All
bud.
right. Number 56 of Justin Napier will bring it home in victory lane tonight. So again, congratulations to Justin. What a performance there to get that victory in the late laps. Second tonight will be Christopher M. Hill, showing another strong showing there from PPM. Third place tonight, Chris Worrell in the 6th. And bringing it home in 4th tonight. Oh, congratulations to this. I didn't even notice. Daryl Spear in the 32. Great run for Daryl there. For getting that top 5. Will Jones, who had a really strong truck car race there, is going to bring it home in 5th. And wow, David Bradford also, Robert, in 6th. So he was behind almost 15 laps at one point, ending 6 laps down. That's a great race there for David to come back from that and get his top 6. 7th tonight will be Shane Wood. 8th tonight will be Mark Truxell. 9th tonight will be Dennis Nickel. Bringing it home in 10th is Jay in the 51. Bringing home 11th tonight is Quentin Murdoch in the 8. 12th tonight will be Sawyer Ott in the 70. 13th tonight will be Jason Spear in the 83. Brandon Puffenbarger will bring it home at 14th. Cameron M. Hagman will be 15th tonight. Derek Runge in the 84, bring it home in 16th. 17th, we got Tommy D'Angelo in the 3 truck. Alan DeFries will be home tonight in the 18th position. And Shannon Ballou in the 88 will finish 19th tonight. Steve Murdoch in the 53 is rounding our top 20. 21st is Bobby Hamilton Jr. And rounding our field tonight will be William Nickel in 22nd.
All right. That rounds out our top unofficial results here at the EARL. Brought to you by Mug Root Beer. Make sure you check out the Mug Root Beer at your grocery store for your 12-pack, 2-liter, 16-ounce, 12-ounce soda bottles. Make sure you get them over the summertime here and keep your thirst quenched as the heat's going to heat up. And the heat's going to heat up here at the EARL as we get into the summer months here. But congratulations again to Justin for a great late race win. He stuck it out and he got the win. So, and don't forget also, ladies and gentlemen, to tune in this Tuesday, 30-hour podcast for all your sim racing news and motorsports news from the previous week. And guys do an excellent job at 11 o'clock p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff. And also, if you haven't did it for us here at Freaky Fast, hit that share button, show your family what your son does or what your husband does or anybody like that on all platforms. We do much appreciate it. But with that being said, we're going to head off, Zach, as we will be live next Thursday at Nora. As they get ready for the B cars at good old Alabama. And then we will not be live next Saturday at Racing Freaks. Unfortunately, we will be missing the Richmond race there at Freaky Fast. So I do apologize to anybody who tunes into that. And then we head to Richmond here with the EARL, and we'll see what these guys do up in Virginia as they're packing their trucks up and they're heading up there. So until we see you next week, next Thursday, hopefully you tune in. Have a safe week, and we will talk to you later. God bless. Love yous all. Peace out.